This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops.
Here we go.
And now a quick check of our starting lineups showing us who will hit the floor first. Misaman outside. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt. On so many talented players in the league. Anyone you think that gets overlooked?
Maybe not overlooked, but Nneka Ogwumike sticks out to me. Didn't get named to the United States team that went to Tokyo, despite clearly being one of the best in the world.
And for me, it's Alicia Gray, because you simply can't quantify what she brings with her defensive intensity. And when you look at gritty players like Gray, they deserve more props.
And the basket by Copper.
What a shot by Copper. The degree of difficulty, very high.
Ionescu outside. Rebound Chicago.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity. She fails to convert very often.
And here's Allie Quigley outside. Chicago the rebound. And the basket by Copper.
What hustle from Copper there. I love when she throws herself on the glass and keeps plays alive.
Ionescu left side. And the layup falls.
Hard to get that shot off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for her, especially down low in the post.
That's a big challenge she's taken on. Going in there with the bigs, great job.
And again, Kalia Cooper.
Persistence pays off for Copper inside. Getting past the contact and right to a look.
Oh, for the Chicago Sky in 2021, they went 16-16 in the regular season. Of course, that didn't mean much, it didn't mean anything, because they turned it on in the playoffs, capturing the WNBA title.
And it's the Sky ball. Misaman right side. The three ball. And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
A rare big that can stretch defenses well beyond the arc, and I think that's just a product of Misaman's constant quest to expand her skill set.
Now here's Dangerfield. Here's Howard. Rebounded by Copper. And that 2021 Sky team winning their first championship.
Well, as Tim mentioned, Chicago went 500, and part of that was just how odd the 2021 regular season was, with the break for the games, pauses for the virus. Once the Sky were at full strength, they went 8-2 in the playoffs, showing just how great they were.
Ionescu has it, guarded by Quigley. Dangerfield left side. Howard. Over Copper. Candace Parker pulls it in.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break for the D that she missed it.
It's stolen by Natasha Howard. Ionescu outside. Dangerfield. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
Gotta appreciate how Ionescu reads the defense. Terrific job of finding the open teammate there.
Right side Parker. She's off on that one. And it's the Liberty taking it the other way. Left side Howard. Now here is Ionescu. Guarded by Quigley. Clock at 6. They get it back. Chicago in the lead. Pass to Copper. Count that one.
One of the league's more respected floor generals. If you're open, Courtney Vandersloot will find you.
Now here's Dangerfield. Vandersloot defending. Now Dolson. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Yep, that one goes.
Well, from this far out, it's easy money for Dolson, a fantastic shooter for a 5. She can even extend it out to three-point range.
And good that time.
Beautiful dish down low. You name it in the women's game, Candace Parker has won it. Titles in college, the WNBA, the games, MVP, All-Star game. Parker really one of the most decorated players ever.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pass to Willoughby. Rebound Chicago.
I like the D. They weren't about to swing the door open and let her cruise in for the layup. Good job.
Misam for three. And again, it's Chicago with a three. And the one award that had escaped Candace Parker was Defensive Player of the Year.
Of course, but then Parker got that one as well. As she won Defensive Player of the Year back in 2020, it just proves that Parker is still one of the best in the game.
Now here's Willoughby. 4 on the clock. Here's Onyenwere. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
What makes Onyenwere so dangerous, inside, outside, in between, she'll score it from all three levels.
Here's Misaman. That's good, and it's Candace Parker with the assist.
Really smart. Draw the defender out to the perimeter because inside, there's just too much size for her to be effective.
Exactly. You know, if she finds her spot on the perimeter and doesn't force things, her outside shot is going to be hard to block no matter who is on her.
Takes it from 10. Gardner, good.
Their offenses come together immediately. They're threatening to run away with this game.
I can't imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they can even come close, look out.
Yeah, to pick up and keep this offensive pace would be insane.
The first quarter concludes and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Sky out in front. They're up by 11. And the Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Sky here, they've been putting on a show for us.
It's been a lopsided affair as far as rebounding goes through one.
You want me to tell you what stands out in this game? I'll tell you what's standing out to me in this game. Look, as soon as the ball is hitting the rim, they're just crashing the glass. Solid job.
Dolson, Parker defending. Howard, that's good.
So much improvement in terms of passing the ball for Dolson. She came into the league at about an assist per game, and she has tripled that rate. There is zero doubt Sabrina Ionescu is the cornerstone of this New York Liberty organization. Since the Liberty won the lottery, let alone had the draft, she was the focal point in New York. Good-looking bounce pass to set up the basket.
And here's Dangerfield. Pass to Dolson. Laney outside. Here's Howard. Tries again. That shot off the mark. So Chicago will take it the other way. Quigley with it. For three, Emma Misaman. Yes, and it's Allie Quigley picking up the assist. And in the Big Apple, Sabrina has embraced a leadership role.
Yeah, Ionescu is wise well beyond her years. The Walnut Creek native has been a leader since day one, running the point and really just welcoming the expectations that go with being the first overall pick.
Laney, good.
Great job by Laney, maybe catching the defense by surprise using the mid-range.
Pass to Hebert. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
They've been the hotter team in the first half so far, guys.
Well, they've been grinding, working for those high percentage shots, and it's been paying off for them.
And let's see if this success continues to go as we get longer into this game.
Back to Howard. Again, Natasha Howard missing. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Shot by Parker, no good.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Pass to Howard, 11 feet out. Back to Dangerfield. No luck, they battled on the glass, but just couldn't knock it down. They have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely. On the other side, really not much resistance put up.
Laney outside. Dangerfield outside. Now Dolson. Dolson sets a screen. Shot from 12. Rebounded by Parker. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second quarter.
Well, over her first 4 years in the league, Benijah Laney averaged just 3 points per game. But then in 2020, she blew up during year 5, scoring 17 points per game.
She's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled her to be the first player to it and get the putback.
And Benijah Laney, one of the great stories from the 2020 Bradenton bubble.
Well, those 17 points per game were not a fluke. I mean, Laney made the All-Star game the next year, 2021. Benijah has turned herself into a premier wing.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside hits it from three-point range.
One of the hardest workers in the WNBA, Sabrina Ionescu has worked really hard at perfecting that shot.
Here's Copper. Oh, yes, she did. 5 up, 5 down for her so far.
I'm not sure, really, in that set who was supposed to be on her there, and apparently neither did the defenders.
Ionescu outside. Pass to Dolson. Howard. Now here's Whitcomb. Evans covering. Launches a 3. Chicago with the rebound.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the 3 when she's left all alone like that.
And here's Allie Quigley outside. It's good for her second make. 2 for 3 so far.
A good decision maker with a strong feel for the game. Stevens can spot open teammates whenever she's out on the court.
Good possession resulting in the easy one down low.
Chicago in total control. Outside Quigley. Shoots over Allen. Quigley can't get it to go. Whitcomb with it. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Howard gets the bucket.
I just love the composure Howard plays with inside. She's so comfortable around the rim.
And it's the sky ball. Outside Evans. Shoots over Whitcomb. Evans misses. Here's Allen. Ionescu outside. Whitcomb. And the shot is good.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Outside Quigley. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the strike for 2. And it's going to be on Sammy Whitcomb.
Well, there's just something special about coming home. And just ask Candace Parker. After spending her entire career in Los Angeles, Parker joined her hometown team, the Chicago Sky, in 2021.
That's also good, so she hits them both.
Well, she went from someone who didn't even play 10 minutes a game to a player making all-star games. Allie Quigley, a great example of work and perseverance.
Pass to Ionescu. Offensive board. And that one good.
It's a huge part of her game. Ionescu is so good on the board. She set the college record for triple-doubles. Sabrina hustles after the loose balls.
Sinks the triple.
She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick up the pass and get the assist.
Now here is Ionescu. 12 points for her. 20 feet out. And that's good for 2.
It's been a great game for Ionescu so far, attacking on the offensive end and finding plenty of shots.
That'll do it for the first half. Hello and welcome back. third quarter just about to get going in what has been a runaway of a game so far. And you look at Sabrina Ionescu in this game, and she's been everywhere.
What I noticed more than anything about her first half offense was she didn't waste her opportunity. She made just about every good look she had.
And they were pretty much all good looks. I mean, her shot selection has been phenomenal throughout the game.
Here's Copper. That's in, coming off an assist from Candace Parker.
Well, perhaps the best passing big we've ever seen in the WNBA. Parker has incredible court vision and anticipation.
Ionescu outside. Takes the three. And the Liberty get it back. Here's Howard. They shoot again. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Sometimes a player just needs the right situation. I mean, just look at Natasha Howard. Since a 2018 trade from Minnesota to Seattle, Howard's career has taken off.
Here's Vandersloot. And she uses the glass on the layup.
I love how Vandersloot is not afraid to fight for it. Just finds a way to finish through contact.
Dangerfield outside. Good D by Kalia Copper. And Natasha Howard, the 2018 most improved player in the WNBA.
In a starting role, Howard exploded with the Storm. Given a chance to play more, Natasha Howard has blossomed into one of the best forwards in the WNBA.
Woo! Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Well, it's all about breaking the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And the Liberty call time here. Over a minute and a half into this third quarter action. Pass to Dangerfield. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets the 3-second call.
Big blunder there. That could cost them.
And a terrible time for it to happen when they're trying to cut down this lead.
Awful.
Copper with the ball. That's good, and so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
Look at Copper attacking inside, not allowing the coverage to discourage her.
Now Ionescu. He's got 14. They get it again. Dolson's shot's good.
Way to crash the offensive glass there. And once she gets her hands on it, you know it's going back up and in.
Copper outside. Shoots over Allen. And there's the call on Misaman. That's her first foul.
I like how Copper lets the game come to her. When the mid-range game opens up, she takes it.
Both teams will make substitutions. On offense, here the Liberty. Trailing by 19. Outside Whitcomb. Over the years, we've seen rules and format changes adopted by the WNBA that eventually end up in the NBA.
Yeah, the W is really ahead of the NBA in those respects. How about the play-in tournament that we've seen that everyone loves in the NBA? It was inspired by the old WNBA playoff format.
Lots of talk about, maybe a mid-season NBA tournament, very similar to the Commissioner's Cup as well. The WNBA always at the cutting edge when it comes to pro basketball.
Allen with it. She's against Misaman. Pass to Howard. To the middle. Goes back up. That's in for her 5th field goal of the game. Makes her 5 for 12 this far.
Great recognition on the catch and shoot. Howard understood exactly how much time she had.
Copper. Whitcomb grabs the miss. Inside. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, she's been a bright spot in what has otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Pass to Copper. Good, and it's Emma Misaman who picks up the assist.
You just love to see Copper turn on the Jets. When she's this hot, she wants the ball every time, and she deserves it every time.
Here's Allen. Off target from outside.
It can be so deflating to miss a wide open look like that.
Back to Copper. The offensive rebound. Banked in off the glass.
Well, unlike most players who play a similar position, Copper takes way more twos than threes. She's never afraid to mix it up down low.
Well, there's a lot of great basketball cities in the country. We know that. But there is nothing, and I mean nothing, like playing in New York. There's just something different about playing hoops in the Big Apple.
New York calls timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so it's New York with it. Outside Whitcomb. Back to Hahn. Baseline try. And she sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And I gotta admit, I agree with Brian. Basketball in the big city is something special.
Unfortunately, I got to agree with Brian too. I mean, you think about all the great players who've come through this city, how incredible the atmosphere is for Knicks and Liberty's games. Games in New York, you know, they are special, and every WNBA player loves playing here.
Pass to Hahn. Willoughby. Here's Whitcomb. Here's the three. Stevens grabs the board.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense has taken a big chance leaving her open behind the arc, and I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
That shot off. And New York will come the other way. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Hahn. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Love seeing this from Willoughby. Not just a scorer, but also an effective passer.
Pass to Alama. Left side, Stevens. Over on Yunwede. The shot by Stevens, no good. And here's Whitcomb. Here's Allen. Again, the Liberty, good for two.
A quality trip down the floor. Onion Wade providing the assist to a very open teammate.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Sky leading. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Aleman with it. Pass to Stevens. It's stolen by Hahn. And stolen by Stevens. It's not going to go for her. Ionescu outside. She can't get that one. Some solid defense from Ruthie Hebert. Left side, Stevens. Got it. Good job in the low post.
A 6'6" forward with just straight-up versatility. Stevens has been a noteworthy WNBA prospect for a while.
Now here is Ionescu. She's tightly guarded. Here's Hahn. It's rebounded by Quigley. Chicago with the ball. To the inside. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Putting her toughness on full display. Converting contact finishes is just a part of Hebert's DNA.
Ionescu outside. Dolson in the post, working on Hebert. Pass to Willoughby. Now Dangerfield. 5 on the clock. The tray. Tries yet again. And Dolson with the layup.
Another reason you want Dolson on your team. She can turn a missed basket into points. Tremendous effort on the boards.
Timeout called the Sky. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Parker. Copper, defended by Laney. Here's Parker. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Well, from this area, it's almost a layup for Parker, an accurate shooter who uses all parts of the floor.
Dangerfield outside. Howard. Yes, and it's Crystal Dangerfield picking up the assist.
That's what I call pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Outside Quigley. Pass to Parker. And she drops it in from the low post.
The experience of Parker, it makes her tough near the hoop. She just figures out ways to score.
Ionescu right side. From the baseline. Rebound Chicago. Now here's Miesman. Launches it. Yes, once again. And she remains a perfect 6 attempts, 6 makes.
Oh, I think she owes the three-pointer dinner because it's been her best friend today, no question.
Well, it has been today anyway. I mean, look, most of her points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Laney outside. Dolson up top. Laney lets it go from deep. Candace Parker with the rebound. And it's the Sky ball. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Baseline jumper, and she gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, there's hot guys, and there's really hot. They can't miss.
Sometimes an individual will go on a shooting tear like this, but a whole team?
This is special, Brian.
Laney outside to the paint. Here's Howard. And nothing is falling right now for them. Pass to Copper. Parker. Down low. And Vandersloot gets it to go.
They are putting the hammer down. Just a huge lead for them.
And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense because it has all been working for them.
Yeah, to build this lead, you have to do both.
And here's Dolson. Back to Laney. Ionescu. Here's Dangerfield outside. Offensive rebound. Howard. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time, and offensive glass getting it done. Pass to Parker. Copper, defended by Laney. Copper no good. And it's New York's ball. Now Laney. Good D by Emma Miesman.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close.
Here's Copper. That's in, coming off an assist from Candace Parker.
A remarkable passer for her size. Parker's good eyes keep the defense guessing.
Laney outside. Pass to Ionescu. Basket made. That gives her 7 field goals and 13 tries.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Up top, Miesman. Now here's Copper. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Howard. The second chance effort, and she takes it up and lays it in.
Just all will and desire from Howard there. Outworking the defense on the offensive glass.
Ionescu, guarded by Quigley. Laney on the wing. No problem for Chicago as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says an awful lot about this team.
Yeah, Blake, I guess they don't need home cooking, like, you know, you're cooking from your mom, to feel at home. Just a mash